What is going on, you guys? Happy Monday morning to you. And I've been adding just a ton of Hall of Fame baseball autographs to my PC. Really just working on them as like individual sets, player runs as sets. And it's really fun, man. I have a Excel sheet and it has like multiple Hall of Famers. So it'll be like Ferguson Jenkins and then Carlton Fisk and then Steve Carlton and Bill Mazeroski and so on and so forth. And I'll put the year, 1991, 92, 93, 94 and the card number. And as I mail them off, I'll turn it to a shade of orange. And as I get them back, I'll turn it to a shade of green. And it's just super cool to see the growth, really. I haven't finished any just yet. I think the one that I'm closest to, believe it or not, was one of my hobby New Year's resolutions. Actually, both of them. I'm close to two. And that's Nolan Ryan. I have mailed and or received every single card of his from the base, like base player run. So not the subsets and all that stuff. But all the base. And so I'm just chomping at the bits to get all these cards back, and I don't know when they'll be back. And then Ryan Sandberg, man, the last one I have for the set is the 1990 Topps. He recently, very recently, just started signing again after about 3 months off for health reasons. His cancer, I don't know what type of cancer he has, but his cancer came back. And so I guess he took some time off, rightfully so, to address that. But I recently got back the 1991 Topps, and the 1990 was in the thing, and he only signed one of the two, which, hey, beggars can't be choosers. I was 2 away, and now only 1 away, so very happy. But I need to turn this thing around because we have just a ton of autographs to show. And this is going to be a fun video. I'm going to just kind of blow through these. But man, there's just so many cool additions. I hope y'all enjoy it. Here we go, man. Let's get into it. So all of these I did not have. And so all of these marked little check on the set that is that player's player run. And so very, very happy to get a lot of these in, man. The Dennis Eckersley, the regular, and then the Topps traded, which I like this card, man. You don't see this card very much. At least I don't. You see a ton of Dennis Eckersley's cards, but this one's super cool and a great signature. What year is this one, man? This is the 1988 Mother's Cookies. And I think what's cool about this one is this is a stadium giveaway. So they gave this particular set out at the Oakland Coliseum. I've just been so infatuated with Mother's Cookies cards here lately, and been getting a bunch of them back. So really happy with that. So I'm starting a new project, and I guess this is the announcement of that project. I would like to think that I know a little bit more about autographs than the average guy. I've been running a group, PSA DNA Authentication group, for about 10 years now, and so I have seen a ton of autographs. I've always collected autographs. I still collect autographs. And so what I wanted to do was buy a fair amount, 25, 50 cards on eBay and in Facebook groups that are unauthenticated, and submit, we'll just say 50 of them at one time to PSA and see how accurate I am. Obviously, I'm not going to buy anything I don't think is real. And I imagine there's going to probably be good 5 or 6 of them that aren't real. And the whole point of this video or this series will be that you need to really, really educate yourself when you're buying unauthenticated autographs on eBay, because even someone myself that knows a little bit more than the average bear when it comes to autographs can get it wrong. And I've seen guys in the Slab City group that have submitted 10 cards and all 10 came back not authentic. And it's because they're buying stuff that is not authentic on eBay or where have you, and they just don't quite know what a good signature looks like. And so that's kind of what these next couple are. These are all cards that I've bought that I think are real. And we're going to see if I'm right in time. I'll do that video. You'll see most of these again in the future. These are not. These are all TTM here. These Raleigh fingers. See, these are some more purchases. Lou Brock's. I guess I probably should have lumped these things together, huh? The TTMs and the purchases, instead of just going back and forth. The Carlton Fisk was via TTM. I just love his autograph with the Hall of Fame inscription. Get this little guy out of the way. So some of the Nolan Ryans that I sent out have started to come back. And this was a Topps Now card that came out at the All-Star game. And this was, I thought, was going to be a fun project. And it kind of has been so far. We sent off to Ferguson Jenkins first and then Nolan Ryan. But looking at the price that Adrian Beltre is charging at signings is insane. It's going to be very difficult for me to justify paying $200 plus for his autograph. But we'll have to do it if we want to finish that. Got some Nolans here for the run. And this was a purchase. Actually, all of these are. The Lasordas, the Preacher Row, and the Red Shandings. Got some Kuz. Been working on a Jerry Kuzman run. And got him back this week. Signed 3 of 3 for me. And then I didn't realize how many Ryan Sandbergs I had out there until they all started coming back. See, this here was one of them that I needed. Now I only need the 1990. And I'll be done with the Ryan Sandberg Player Era Autograph run. Got a little bit more, and then we're done. And this was a purchase. Really been trying to pick up some Joe Torre and Bobby Cox autos as of late. Bobby Cox autographs are not as cheap as you might think. This was a purchase as well. The Sisler. These are some of the Hostess cards that I picked up at Strongsville this year. And then this was cool, man. Every now and then I'll send a TTM out to a guy just knowing I'm not going to get them back. And that was what I did here with the Ted Simmons. I decided to TTM them. I wrote them a nice note. And they came back like... Man, these are like paid signing quality autographs. He did 2 of 2, and man, these things are just gorgeous. I should have filmed myself opening these. I was so happy. Bob Lemon, this one, and this Johnny Pesky were both purchases. Actually, I think the next couple of them are as well. The Juan Marichal, Venezuelan. Yeah, these were purchases. Bob Gibson, Al Kaline. Believe it or not, I purchased this. He signs TTM, but the guy I think wanted $20 for this with the Hall of Fame inscription. I think it looks amazing. Yeah, all of these here at the end were all purchases. And we will end up getting them all authenticated in time and seeing just how much I do or don't know my stuff. And this is the last thing I'm going to show. I went on that pocket schedule kick a while back and mailed off the Ryan Sandberg to PSA DNA and got it slabbed up, man. I just love this. So cool, so simple. You know, really probably not worth crap. It's a pocket schedule. You probably could have got I probably could have got a signed card and it would have been worth more than this. But when I was a kid in Houston, you know, when you're a kid, you don't have money. And so you love baseball cards and you don't have money. Well, that's kind of a problem when you're trying to grow your collection. And so I always treated pocket schedules as if they were cards when I was a kid, you know. So if there was a Craig Biggio or Jeff Bagwell on the cover of that year's pocket schedule, I treated that as one of their baseball cards. And so seeing this Ryan Sandberg pocket schedule of the 1991 season and it's slabbed up, man, just super nostalgic for me. You know, it's got ticket prices here, individual ticket prices. If you want to sit in the terrace box, it's $11. Upper deck box is $11. I'd love to know what those prices are for those seats these days in Wrigleyville. So that's that. This is kind of a longer video. Had just a ton of stuff to show y'all though. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye. Doodles.